Hi, I'm Amy E. This is Sissorboy.com, and I'm here with Cheryl Rosenblum and Lewis Clemens. Clemens. And Cheryl and Lewis, they're partners, and they do hair simulation, which is actually tattooing hair onto heads and eyebrows and eyes and lips, and it's quite fascinating.
I love it, and my lips, eyebrows, eyes are tattooed, and cosmetic tattooing, that's what you do. It's more cosmetic work. And we also do, if somebody's light and needs a little bit of hair and they don't want to get a hair transplant, or if they've already had a hair transplant, we could simulate hair and fill that area in.
Wow, and so I heard that some people get really bad scarring from hair transplants.
Yes, some people are fortunate and they could grow their hair long and everything's wonderful. But there are others, especially more African Americans, where you can't grow long hair to cover the scars, and because of the way their hair grows, you end up with a scar from ear to ear, and you have to cover it up, use makeup on it, use a hat on it. You'll have some hair in the front, but then as you age, you'll lose more hair here, and then you'll have a scar in the back. So it's not a pretty sight. It's very disheartening for people that spend 10, 20, 30 grand on a hair transplant,
So expensive.
and they end up being scarred.
Wow.
So,
And now, do you have tattoos on your head?
I got my front right here.
Your hairline?
Yeah, just the hairline itself is.
and about 3 years ago, Lewis, he's got a lot of hair. Most of the guys that come either have a hair transplant scar or they're totally receding. Lewis was a little bit light about 3 years ago, right in the front. So we went ahead, just so he could have a crisper looking hairline, we went ahead and filled in just a little bit. Then, you know, it's been 3 years, and now Lewis says, well, wait a minute, you know, I'd like to have some of the back done, because he's lost a little bit of hair in the back and a little bit more right in here. So now we're gonna go ahead and finish what we started and just go all the way back, and it will just make it look like it's fuller. They could plan on being here with us 3 to 5 hours minimum.
Wow.
And so it requires a lot of time, because the consultation beforehand, afterwards, once you're tattooed, we still have to keep in touch with you. We want to make sure that you're going to a good barber, you're going to a good hairdresser, that you have no questions on how to cut your hair. Now the good thing is this is the first year it's been in the Milady Barber's textbook, so it's being taught the concept of it to the new students.
Brilliant.
So we're getting a lot of phone calls from that regard. Now, one of the instructors that works with us, MJ Hernandez, she teaches it basically in some of the conventions on there. She's pretty knowledgeable with that, but it's just basic information that is just now available in the barber textbooks.
Great. Does it
with them.
change their personalities after they get it done? Do they act
Yeah.
more confident?
What about?
Do they get ladies?
Well, we have a particular client who it changed his life drastically. He's a gentleman that's in his early 30s, and he was having, you know, kind of bad luck with females. And he basically, within 90 days of getting the procedure and stuff done, he basically had replaced his girlfriend, replaced his cars, replaced his house,
His
replaced
clothes.
It's
transformed.
It's something that you would have to see it to believe, you know. So yeah, I mean, it does. It changes a lot of people for the better.
Especially young guys. If you're young, you're 20, you know, that's a huge downer, really.
Yeah, if you're in your 20s and you're
and
looking
you're
like
losing
you're
your
45,
hair,
you know.
right?
Yeah.
And it will make them look 10 years younger just if you just lower that hairline and give them a nice shape to it. And then sometimes when they come in for their touch-up, I have to look at their before picture because they're standing
so
taller.
different.
They look different.
Start tatting. I want to see some more confidence from Lewis. He's going to walk out of here all.
Okay, now Lewis, try
High
not
and
to
mighty.
cry, okay?
Is it really painful?
Don't cry.
Well, I'm a crybaby, so.
He said, yeah, the first time we did that,
He cried.
no, he didn't.
So we're about to start the procedure. First of all, you're going to take a picture.
Yes, I'm taking a picture of how Lewis is now because once it's tattooed, we will forget.
Are we starting?
Yep.
We are starting.
I feel nervous. I hate shots.
Okay, do you want to hold his hand?
No, can someone hold my hand? Does it hurt?
No,
She's sticking a needle in your head.
that's the toughest part of my head.
Oh, so it doesn't hurt as bad as the front?
No.
And look at you smiling. You're like, I love this job. Great.
Like I said, it looks easy, but
How many dots do you do?
they're not dots. And that's the thing is a lot of places they'll do little dots, but I'm actually doing more texture. I'm kind of going, you see how his hair goes in different
So you're doing like hair-looking
hair
lines.
simulation.
I see why it's called that.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's not like dots, and everyone's different, so you know we kind of do it a little bit different, and gradually, you know, it takes a little bit of time, but it just starts to magically fill in.
So, are you all done?
I am done with this session.
Okay.
We're gonna see Lewis in about 6-8 more weeks, and we're gonna fill in a little bit more of the area.
Did it hurt?
What do
Be
you
honest.
Not really.
Be
It's-
really honest.
It's a little pinch.
Lewis,
It's a
come
little
on,
pinch.
be
A pinch?
honest.
Yeah, a little pinch, not too bad.
A little bee sting all
Yeah,
over your head.
Yeah, bee sting.
So that took about an hour, and let's see his results. Wow, compared to that before picture,
What do you think of the before picture, Lewis?
let's see, where is it? And as you can see, he's now got hair. It's pretty amazing.
And
for
that's
it.
good for the first session. I mean, right now, Lewis is extremely sore. I could barely touch his head. He's gonna have to follow the aftercare instructions. He can't cut it for 10 days. He needs to put the lotion that we give him on his hair. It's a tattoo, so it's gonna flake a little bit. And he just needs to take care of it and not get in any hot tub sauna, don't sweat a lot.
What about the sun? I know.
Well,
friends
for
with
right
tattoos-
now, you know, watch the sun. After that, you know, just be careful with it. If the sun's just baking out there, put a hat on. I mean, just use your common sense with that. But just every day he could walk out. It's just going to be for a couple weeks. He needs to be careful with it. It's a tattoo.
You really do look younger. I'm saying that. I'm looking in the reflection right here. There's a mirror, and I can see like you're just from the back. You just look young. How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. I can't complain.
Yeah, you ready to go clubbing?
I'm about
Get
ready to
some
walk down to the
ladies.
beach right now.
Yeah. Hey, ladies. You like my hair?
Yeah, so this is, you could tell Lewis had some hair, but we filled it in. The next session, anything that's light here right now, we could fill in again, but it looks natural. I mean,
Yeah.
can you,
I would
I
never
can't
have
tell.
guessed that there was tattoo marks on the back. Did you touch up the front as well, or no?
yes, yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so his whole hairline is all this area in here and back in here. This is all tattooed. So even though he had hair, we just filled in the light spots in between it. If he loses more hair, that's okay, just come back and get it filled. If he goes gray, he could let it go gray and it will look salt and pepper, or he could put a rinse on it. So he's got some options for it. And just like 3 years ago, we just started right in this little part here. So 3 years later, we're just filling in the back area.
Wow. Thank you so much for letting us tattoo your head.
No problem.
Anything you have to say, Lewis? About
No, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I didn't realize it was that bad in the back, but
Would you recommend it to anyone else?
oh yes, I definitely would over a hair transplant all day long. So I think this is a very good option, and I know I'm feeling a lot better. I don't have to worry about my mom telling me I got a 10 spot anymore. So I'm happy.
He's looking good. Well, thank you so much. Everybody, want to do a snip snip with me?
Snip,
Snip, snip.
snip.